Hi folks, Glenn Greshchuk, the King of Home Comfort here. Folks, it's been a while since I've done one of these videos, and kind of a topic just came to my mind because I've been doing this now for 14 years, and again, all across North America, including Florida. And one thing that's always been on my mind, and it hasn't changed ever, but especially this time of year where it's kind of in between spring, and it's not quite spring yet, winter's not quite over, is what I call the Johnny Lowballers. There's a lot of Johnny Lowballers out there, and these are the kind of guys that you may see in these type of magazines. You know what I mean? Like there's guys in here. Let's just take a quick look, and let's take a look here. Oh, we'll see one here from another company. The Madness Sale. The Madness Sale is on, right? Like I'm not blind. I see these things on here. But I also look for the hidden gems of these. 9 locations to serve you better. Well, it says there's one in St. Catharines. Good luck finding that one. There isn't one. And they talk about all these prices. Call for details. Well, the details are you're not going to get them at those low prices. It's just a way to get into the door so they can try to upsell you to something that is more desirable. And they may have one of these that has a scratch and dent kind of thing, or all kinds of reasons. Then you got a guy like this, right, where Air Ease. What does he say about it? Air Ease, the best in the industry. Well, if you consider builder grade garbage the best in the industry, then hey, he's top of the line, that kind of product on there too as well, right? And then what do I got here? Oh, there's even more. Oh, there's more here on the back, right, where they all talk about these package deals and whatever. You know, just garbage. Every single one of these. Well, how do I know that? Well, I've been doing this for 14 years, as I said, and 40% of my business is basically removing that type of product less than 8 years old. Now, most of the customers I know want product to last a lot more than that. I've had some actually tell me 10 and they're happy with 10. Well, no. Properly installed and maintained equipment should last you 15 to 20 years or more if it's, again, installed properly and done by the right people. Now, the most important day of a comfort system's life is the day it is installed. If it's not installed properly, you will spend more for gas. You will spend more for electricity. You will not be comfortable in the winter. You will not be comfortable in the summer. And you'll have more repairs, and unfortunately, you're going to have to replace it sooner rather than later. It's the old adage, folks. You get what you pay for. And also, my dad used to say to me a lot is, if you pay peanuts, monkeys are coming. Most people don't want monkeys playing with their gas and electricity. Another thing I also hear is, I got a guy. Glenn, I got a guy. Well, let's take a look at this got a guy syndrome, right? Now, if I needed brain surgery, now I'd have a couple choices, right? I'd have a lot, but let's just narrow it down to 2. I'd have a choice of, a guy that, I got a guy. He does a few of these on the side, but he's not quite the expert in brain surgery. Or I got somebody that's all he does. He takes courses. He's totally up to date on this technology and actually knows what he's doing. But the other guy's cheaper, right? So when it comes to brain surgery, I think I want the professional regardless of what it costs. And well, maybe some people don't, right? But I know most people would want the proper guy that does that type of work on there. Now, really what I want to talk about is how do people come up with these prices, right? Really, there's 4 areas or 4 quadrants I like to call. Now, one of the quadrants is the equipment. Now, we're one of the largest in all of Canada and all of North America. Now, do you think we would get prices cheaper with our buying power than, say, Billy Joe or Johnny Lowballer? Well, obviously the answer is yes to that one. The answer is yes or yes. The answer is yes on that one on there. So they can't really beat us on equipment now, can they? Unless, of course, they go to builder grade product. But even then, they would still pay more for their 1 or 2 that they do every couple of months versus what we do on a regular basis. So again, we can get much better quality product at a lower cost than what these guys can even on builder grade product. Then another one would be the cost of the materials. This would be your extra parts like your line sets, your sheet metal, other equipment like that. Now again, because of the buying power that we have through our distribution, we can get all kinds of suppliers to want to come and do business with us, so we can negotiate a far better deal on your behalf, and we can pass those savings on to you. So 2 out of the 4, well, so far we can beat anybody out there on the market quite handily. Now, the first one, where we may not be able to beat the other people in terms of cost up front, is the installers, the people that come to do the work. Remember, a few minutes ago I said the most important day of a comfort system is the day it's installed. Well, my guys are NATE certified. What NATE means is North American Technical Excellence, and we're the actually only people in Canada that have that designation for all of our staff. And what it means for you is these guys are the equivalent of a master's degree. They know what is going on, they know how to install things, and they are totally up to date. On a previous video like this, I talked about the mandatory training required to keep one's license active for gas and refrigeration. Well, it's 0. That's more criminal than hiring criminals, in my opinion. But yet, that's what goes on in this industry. My guys, as I mentioned, are the only NATE certified techs. So what that means to you is you will get the best quality installation, and your equipment will last proper and a lot longer than what you'll see out there. So that's quadrant number 3. Now let's look at the last quadrant, which is really the cost of doing business. This includes, again, hiring people, training people, making sure they're up to date. This includes the office staff that will answer that phone 24/7, 365, regardless of the hour of the day or the holiday. Murphy's Law, right? When's it going to break? Worst possible time. Well, you can call us. A live person from our company will answer that phone, not somebody offshore, not another country, not somewhere else throughout the rest of the world, but a live person from our company will answer that phone and dispatch somebody out there to serve you. It also includes WSIB. You realize, folks, when you deal with Johnny Lowballer, he may or may not be covered by WSIB. He's also got no home insurance or no protection insurance. So if something happens, guess whose problem it is? Unfortunately, the homeowner. You're liable for anything that these clowns can do inside your home. So I guess the bottom line is, folks, is I've been doing this for so many years, 14 years. I live in your community. I work in your community. I raised a family in this community. I don't plan on ever leaving this community. I'm there for you, not only today, but for the long term. I'm not retiring anytime soon. I love what I do. I really do. Now, folks, and a way to close this video is, I realize, even though I've helped thousands of people satisfied in this industry throughout the many years I've been doing this, I'm not right for everyone. And in fact, I might not be right for you. But all I ask is that you kind of keep an open mind to what we're having here today. And if you like what I say, then give me a call when it's time to upgrade. Or if you know any friends or family that need to upgrade, I would really appreciate it. And again, sometimes people don't go with me, and you know what, I sincerely apologize for that, because unfortunately I'm not my best every day. I really try to be. I try to play at a very high level, as you can tell by how fast I talk and how excited I get. But some days maybe I'm not just good enough, because I really don't believe that the only 2 reasons why you wouldn't go ahead with what we offer is you really, truly, 100% can't afford to do it, or I've let you down. I wasn't good enough that day. There really is no other reason on there. So again, if you're interested in upgrading your heating or cooling equipment, or you know somebody who does, please give me a call. I'll be glad to satisfy them. I can be contacted by email or by phone, by Facebook on my page that you all are aware of, or directly by calling the office. Okay, so again, thank you for your time, and thank you for listening, and I hope this video was just kind of a bit all over the map. It's just something that came off the top of my head. So again, have a great day, and thank you for listening.